grade 4s, and welcome back. Today we are going to talk about how multiplication and division are related and how you can use multiplication and your basic facts to solve these division equations that we're working on this week. Division is the inverse or the opposite of multiplication. That's kind of what we talked about on Monday. You can kind of think back to how addition and subtraction are related. They're the opposite of each other, like how if I have 3 plus 3 is equal to 6, or if I have 6, take away 3 is equal to 3. There are only 3 numbers involved, and you can mix them around and still get the same answer. The same goes for multiplication and division. If I had 2 times 4 is equal to 8, you can flip around the numbers and have 8 divided by 2 equals 4, or 8 divided by 4 equals 2. With fact families, you can always make 4 equations, 2 multiplication and 2 division, with those 3 numbers. And we're going to practice this today using our visual models that we were using the other day, so arrays and equal groupings. And we're also going to learn about something called the fact family triangle, which will help you to understand how to use these multiplication and division relationships to solve your equations. Here we go.
So for these activities, we are going to use these visual models to create one multiplication equation and one division equation for each that represents the picture that you see. So let's start with this first one, the first array, where I can see 4 columns and 4 rows. So I already know, we've been practicing this for so long, that 4 times 4 is equal to 16. That's what that array is showing me. Because multiplication is the inverse of division, I also know that 16, my set, can be divided into 4 groups of 4. I can do that for my next one. Here I have 2 groups times by 6 in each group is equal to 12, which I can also write as 12 divided by 2 is equal to 6. Wow, we're just motoring through these. Here's another one. We have 3 times 4 is 12, which I can see double the double of 6, and then 12 divided by 3 is equal to 4. So I'm just going to keep doing that, and you can do it for all of the equations really quickly, which is great because once you know the multiplication or once you know the division, you can do the opposite. So for example, this one with the pants, I can tell just by looking that there are 18 pants. So we're going to write 18 divided by 6 is equal to 3. 6 times 3 equals 18. So I'm just flip-flopping it back and forth, and you can do that for any of these equations. You can also connect division to multiplication with these fact family triangles. That's what these are called, where you have if you're talking about division, the denominator and then the potential two divisors and quotients. So we will write 4 this time, 4 different equations. So this time I'm going to do over here 3 times 4 equals 12. 3 times 4 equals 12. And then I can flip those. 4 times 3 is equal to 12. And then 12 divided by 3, I go this way, must be equal to 4. Or if I go this way, 12 divided by 4 is equal to 3. You have to pay attention with these ones because you wouldn't want to go 3 divided by 12 equals 4, because if you divide 3 by 12, you're going to get a number that is smaller than 1, because 12, when it goes into 3, it wouldn't go in evenly. You'd end up with a decimal number. So you just have to pay attention to what numbers go first. So if we did another one, 3 times 8 equals to 24. You can see that across the bottom. Or 8 times 3 is equal to 24. And then go diagonally, 24 divided by 8, and 24 divided by 3. And that makes it really easy to solve division equations later on, because then if I asked you, okay, what's 12 divided by 6, I like to think to myself, okay, what can I times by 6 to equal 12? I know that 6 times 2 is equal to 12. There you go.